Hey everybody. I know you can't see, but the whole GKBC is here. Here's the daughter,
Hello.
Graz, the Graz mother,
Hi.
and AJ is behind the camera.
Hello.
We are here to talk about You Like It Darker. Not the whole book. We're gonna do a short story a week. Okay. I forgot how annoying the camera can be. But yeah, we're gonna do a short story a week. Even though I know some of them are only like 10 pages. There's no pressure on anybody then. We're just gonna talk about the first story in this short story collection, Two Talented Bastids. 60 pages, maybe, I mean, you know, with the 2 blank pages, it's 62 to the next story. We're not really going to synopsis the thing. We'll just talk about it and give our thoughts. So, beware, I'll put it in the title. There may be spoilers. I know the first thing I want to say right off the bat before anybody else gets to. Really, Steve? Another writer. I mean, seriously, another writer. I guess write what you know, right? Alright, anybody?
I think it started off strong, but
It started off really strong.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, it really did. And there was a lot of good notes or good things in there. And like, say, the first 30 pages. And then aliens.
Kingified.
Yep.
Yeah. My question is, as I was thinking about it as I was going through this story, if this wasn't written by Stephen King, would it had annoyed me as much? Like the fact it was a writer and then the sudden twist. And of course, at the end, he doesn't wrap up anything. You don't even really get to know.
He's good at that.
Yes.
Very.
I mean,
But-
just because it's short stories doesn't mean you can't.
Right. But that's how so many of his stories end. Not even his big books.
Mm-hmm.
And like that. So I was just thinking, like, would it really have annoyed me as much as it did if it wasn't Stephen King? And I don't think it would have.
Yeah, probably not. But it's just par for the course.
I thought, and I wrote it down, is this one of those things where it's Steve in the home, and that's his son?
Right.
I thought, oh, Steve's future. Well,
Yep.
it might be different, you know, but it wasn't. But I liked it. And, you know, there was some tender-hearted stuff in there, what we all went through with my dad and stuff, because that was just about right. And so that was difficult, but I was not prepared for that ending either at all. I kept thinking, this is great, it's building up to something really good. Oh no.
And then, bloop.
It was like, wow, really, guys?
I mean, I kind of liked the theory that the son had before he found out the truth that they had shot somebody.
Yeah, that would have been better. Pause that, please. Or stop it, or whatever.
We're going.
We're back.
Just had a brief intermission.
Yeah, so you were talking about good old Steve, and that might be him in the home.
I have wondered if that was, you know, written so that he could see his future and think about it, you know, because unfortunately it happens to most of us.
Right.
I like the reporter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did too.
I did too.
Yeah, I did too.
She was cute.
Determined.
Now, I'm listening to it on Audible, and the person that they hired to read tries to do, I mean, he actually does a pretty good Maine accent, but And of course, he had all the normal Stephen King homages of Derry and Lewiston and
Lewiston, yes.
Harlow,
Harlow. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Harlow, Castle Rock.
Mm-hmm.
There's lots of little
Easter eggs, right?
19s
Yeah, I tried to count all those.
mixed in, including, if you look at it, I think it was the time. Can I see your book?
Yeah.
Riveting entertainment.
I know, I'm sorry. I gotta get back to before he started reading the, there we go. Yeah, his dad dies at 9:19,
Mm-hmm.
which has two 19s in it,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because there's a 19 and then 9 plus 1 plus 9 is 19.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, there's lots of little 19 nods.
Mm-hmm.
And if you know Stephen King, then you know. And all the little towns and stuff. And then going on the towns, there was also the TR-90 and Dark Score Lake.
Yes.
And he even mentions the old Noonan place, and that's
Yep.
all from Bag of Bones, which I thought was pretty neat. And then I spotted one more little, maybe not connection, but it could be. Their last name is Carmody. And the crazy religious lady in The Mist is named Mrs. Carmody.
Oh.
So, maybe a relation?
Maybe.
I don't know if that's a common name in Maine, but it's not common here.
No.
I've got one more note, which I think might be a sloppy editing thing, so I'll just let people talk for a few minutes and I'll respond.
So what I was talking about, if you do listen to the Audible, they did pick a pretty good guy with a Maine accent to read, which is nice. And it says with Stephen King, so I'm waiting to hear if he talks in it.
Do you know who it is?
I can tell you.
Because sometimes people like to know who the narrator, who the guy reading is.
Let me just open this up here. real
Okay.
quick.
You got anything to say?
I didn't like the son's, or whatever his name was, ex-wife, the one who was like, oh, always wanted kids but pushed it back.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly because I like it when people have kids, but I'm weird, so.
Will Patton. Patton?
Patton? Will Patton.
Will Patton. Patton.
Yeah, Will Patton.
Read by Will Patton with Stephen King, it says so.
Okay, that name is familiar, so I'm gonna look him up. I have a feeling I know who it is.
Emily, did you look for this picture of John Lennon to see if that really happened?
Not yet.
Because I'm guessing it might have.
Will Patton is I can't remember his name. He's in Remember the Titans.
Okay.
He's the other coach with Denzel Washington.
Okay.
He's in Armageddon.
Is he in Dolores Claiborne?
No.
No. Okay.
Yeah, I'll show you. I'll bring a picture up.
Okay.
Who is he in? Yeah, he's in Remember the Titans, which is the one I remember. He's the other coach. I just can't remember his name. Can't believe that. Anyway, let me get you a picture of him. Anybody got anything else?
Yeah, I got time.
You go ahead.
No, I didn't know that this part of a daylily was called Escape.
Yeah.
So that was a new thing, and I was really tickled by it because, I didn't, anything to do with daylilies, are amazing. You know, that's those big ones like you got, those big tall ones.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, yes. Okay.
Is that on there?
Yeah. Yeah, but you really can't see it because of the
Oh,
glare. Okay, better.
oh my.
Yeah, I
Not
like
bad.
him.
Yeah, he looks quite a thinker.
Okay.
He has a thick neck.
He
Okay.
does, yes.
Okay, continue.
There's the 919 when his heart stopped. That just gave me a chill, of course. And then I thought, oh no, more lights.
Right?
I thought,
Yeah, that.
oh no.
Hey, you know what would be neat
Hmm.
is maybe not more lights. Since it's Stephen King and we always like to make connections,
Mhm.
maybe the same lights
Ooh.
Right.
as Colorado Kid.
Well, that's what I wrote down. I was so proud of myself. Colorado Kid.
Maybe it's the same lights. Maybe they all saw the same
Oh.
things.
What a great idea.
I mean, I realized that the other ones were in the daytime during a baseball game, but that doesn't mean they can't still be the same.
They
Right.
could travel.
Right. They could still be there during the day.
They could.
Right, because different time zones between Maine and Colorado.
Well, it was in Maine.
Oh, never mind.
It's okay.
I just took back what I said.
It's okay.
And then I wonder, I did this and it says, there's a more interesting question because you saved Yilla, I guess. I will answer it. We gather. Is Rose coming? I wrote, is Rose coming?
No, Yilla is actually one of the early main characters in The Martian Chronicles by Ray Bradbury.
Oh, okay. Oh, that, well,
Oh,
okay.
well,
I didn't
there
know
we
that
go.
either.
I mean, he says it in there for a bit because the guy was like, "Well, I'm a writer, and I knew what that meant, Martian Chronicles." But she's like, I think it's one of the very first stories.
Wow.
It's been a while since I read that, but yeah, that's actually from the. When they said Yilla, I went.
Hmm.
I didn't immediately place The Martian Chronicles until he said it, but you know,
But you knew it was something.
yeah,
And what is axiomatic?
keeping things the same.
Okay, because I seen that twice in there, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to know what that is.
I think that
King had his thesaurus up.
they used it in Big Bang,
Mm.
and somebody said it, and then Penny tried to say it or tried to use it, and in that moment, Amy leaned to Bernadette and said, "It's so cute when she tries."
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm pretty sure axiomatic means something that kind of stays the same, like the status quo,
All right.
maybe. I mean, from context.
I will find out.
You're supposed to be our word person.
Well, I had to find out.
I'm half of what I used to be. I'm
It's okay.
Evie. Dot.
Wait.
MFE.
I have my name on Digit Plus as Ev M.
You're gonna be MV.
How
How
about
about I behead you on camera?
Oh, okay.
a manunesis?
I don't know what that is.
I looked at that and I'm like, I'm retired to become my father's a manunesis. I thought, well, is that like a caregiver?
It must be.
Yeah.
I mean, based on the context again. Okay, what do you got?
Axiomatic. Evident without proof or argument. An axiomatic truth. Synonym. Self-evident. Taken for granted, obvious. Easily perceived by the senses or grasped by the mind.
Mm. Interesting.
So not quite the same.
No.
Is what I said. It's obvious. We hold these truths to be axiomatic.
Mm-hmm.
And what was the word that you just asked, Mom?
It's AMANUENSIS.
Got it. It popped right up, so I'm assuming that people reading the story are looking it up.
Well, he does that on purpose.
Yeah, he wants you to look stuff up.
Mm-hmm.
You know who's really bad at that? Dean Koontz.
Oh,
Yeah.
a literary or artistic assistant. In particular, one who takes diction or copies manuscripts.
Okay.
So it's like a writer assistant.
Diction or dictation?
Sorry, dictation.
Okay.
It's okay.
I could read.
I know you can.
Reading is hard.
No.
Words are hard.
Well, yeah.
Excuse me. Was I the only one that kind of almost felt bad for the 88-year-old groundskeeper that couldn't really do all of his jobs anymore? So the son's out there doing them.
No.
No.
Jimmy something?
I felt like that part was sweet
Higgins, maybe?
because they keep, some people, like, they need that in their life, like what they do. And if it gets taken away, then their lives will be over.
Right, and he's 88 already, so.
Yeah.
You
Man,
feel lost.
you got a
Yeah.
92-year-old author, an 88-year-old ground, handyman. And then the son is probably in his 70s. So, and then, oh my word. Just standing there and explosion crack.
Yes.
And his hip just kind of
Oh,
disintegrated.
That was awful.
that made me,
Yeah, that was rough.
Mhm.
I was a little disappointed that knowing that he had very little chance, just because he had money, he was going to go for the surgery. That bothered me a little bit. I mean, okay, you have very little chance. You're 92. Your bones are basically nothing, and you're going to spend the rest of your life, even if this succeeds, in a wheelchair. So, let those resources go to somebody else.
I can't even think of a doctor who would have done it.
Yeah, see, and that bothers me, because it doesn't seem like a good use of, resources.
Well, because at that age, if they're going to do stuff like that, it's for quality of life. Nothing else. And he's not going to have any.
No, he's going to be in a wheelchair anyway.
He's going to be in pain, and
In
pretty
pain.
quick, the pain medicine that they have, they're going to take it away from him. Well, we went through that with Dad, Audrey. You were there. And 10 years ago, when they first found out he had an extra beat in his heart, they said, now we could go in and fix that. He goes, or every time you feel that little twinge, you can just sit down and rest. He said, I'll just sit down and rest. That way I won't have to take any chances. When he was in the hospital, not doing well, he asked him if he could still have that done. And it was awful.
Yeah.
He had to, and he told my cousin Jerry that he was going to have open heart.
Oh, Grandpa.
I felt so bad.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
Well, let's do this to your house. I thought this might be fun. Maybe it will help. Weave a circle around him twice and close your eyes with holy dread.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Who are we doing that around?
Our house, apparently.
I think it'd be
Our
great.
house.
Maybe things would start acting better.
Oh, like,
It's a protection.
Yeah. It's like a fairy circle.
some entity is going to come and fix our electricity?
Yeah.
That would be fantastic.
Right? I kind of got a kick out of hippity hoppity, stay off my property.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
so
that's
cute.
cute.
That was cute.
In this marriage thing, I know that you guys probably do this because I'm sure that you have. Marriage is honesty. It's also a repository of shared secrets. See, and I never did that because my dad had told me, don't ever let them get inside of you because they'll use it against you. So, in my mind, I would never have done that anyways, but I guess it's normal. So I read that, I'm like, oh,
There's not much I keep from her.
yeah, and it must work.
There's not much I keep from anybody, so.
Well, that's good. That helps too.
Yeah. But I
Yeah.
tell Graz, everything.
Oh.
Every one of us have been called out with our real names today, except for Mom.
I keep forgetting to, it's been a long time, and I do kind of forget to not do that.
No,
I am
it's
sorry.
alright.
Can I call out her real name?
Sure.
Her name is Carol. With an E at the end.
Oh no. Okay, corpse bride.
Hey!
Oh.
But the biggest question I had, we all know if you believe something strong enough with no doubts, it's gonna work. This little satchel thing that they were sure worked for them to become special. I think it probably was already gonna happen, but it needed that extra step. Because then when he wanted to play that piano, the son wanted to play that piano thing and be really good at it, it didn't do it for him because the guy had told his dad it only works if it's already there.
I guess that's the in-story definition of axiomatic.
It must be.
Because it said obvious. So
Mhm.
they just maybe by it's a placebo effect by believing that it's going to help you. You get the confidence to unlock that.
Try harder. Yes, I think
Yeah.
so too. Mhm. Yep. because we all know how that works, don't we?
Oh yes.
That's how voodoo works, you know. I hate him. I send him a doll with a pin in its eye, and then I wait. And then I send him another doll, you know, with its leg cut off, and then I wait. And just see what happens. Now, if he believes in voodoo, it will happen. But if he doesn't, like his dad has no belief in that whatsoever, it wouldn't matter.
Right.
61 pages is turning into an hour-long video.
Hi. But yeah, it was
She-
a good story. I liked
She doesn't
it.
get out much.
You know what? That's probably true too. I
Nice to
don't.
Grandma.
Especially in the heat.
In the end, then I think it ended. We'd have to say it's a successful story.
Mm-hmm.
It has us talking this long,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I liked it.
and we're not saying really bad things. We got the bad things out in the first couple minutes.
And they weren't really detriments. It's mainly just like plot choices by the author.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, aliens, and then not finishing the story really.
Mhm.
I mean, I guess there's a satisfying conclusion because he decides, well, nah, I'm happy with what I am.
Uh-huh.
Which
Right.
maybe the box gave him that. Right?
Right.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good thought. Very good.
Do you have anything to say? The dot.
Dot.
It was worth reading. I'm
It
glad.
was all right. I didn't think it was that good, but it was a story, I guess.
I just hope all the stories in this book aren't like this.
Me too.
Yeah. I mean, well, like I said, some of them are only 10 pages.
Right.
So that's not enough time. I guess it is enough time to give you a twist, but
Yeah.
not and keep the story.
Is this a real song? Did you look for this boogie woogie stomp?
No.
I wondered if that was a real, you know, it's in parentheses and stuff. Maybe it's a real high stepper. There you go. Yeah.
This is content.
I got sunburnt yesterday.
Are you done?
Yes, I
All
am
right,
done.
Let me see that, please.
Okay.
Because you done?
Yes.
I know Emily's done. All right, on page 47, there was an editing mistake. The visitor, he opened his bag. There was no zipper. He just ran his finger down its length and it opened. He popped the bud can inside. And then further down the page, he nodded, smiled, and sipped his beer.
Oh dear.
But it never says anything about him taking it out. And the reason that that I'm making a deal about it is because he talks about, like, he picks out stuff from his bag, and Butch puts his can down carefully. There's all these little details, but not him reaching back into the bag and pulling out the can. And then on the very next page, it says he reached into his bag and showed us his empty beer can.
Oh, dear.
So even at this point in his career and in the time of being professionally published with editors and rereads and all that stuff, they're still sloppy enough to miss stuff. And I know what my mom's thinking. I already know. Maybe they put that in on purpose to see if people will catch it.
Yep, because he likes that, the thought that someone that's really good at reading and writing is going to catch that and question it.
Well, I'm usually going to be the one because I'm a good word mechanic.
Yep, that's what I expected.
But anyway, that is... Oh, I need that back.
Okay.
That is You Like It... Well, not You Like It. That's Two Talented Bastids.
Mm-hmm.
Next week, Saturday or Sunday, whichever, we will talk about the 5th step, which is only 10 pages.
Okay.
So we got all week to read that,
Okay.
or listen to that.
Well, good. It's going to take me a week to get through that.
Yeah, 10 pages. I mean,
Ugh.
read a page a day.
Unless it drags. I mean, I can see that maybe happening too.
Even so, 10 pages.
I
Right.
can get through that.
I'll probably read it in the 15 minutes before we have our meeting.
Well, sometimes that's good too because sometimes I forget now, which is why I still went back and did it the old way with papers and markers.
Well, anyway, that's it. That's all we have for you today. Like I said, we'll see you. This group, we'll see you next week for the 5th step. I almost forgot the title already.
Aww.
The 10-page.
Yeah.
Wonder.
There's more than one.
Yes.
And then I guess we will. We'll be doing other stuff throughout the week. Maybe I'll do a review. Let me know if you want me to do a review. I know we just kind of did one, but I guess we do have one more point. Rate it.
6.
Just a straight 6.
Just a straight 6.
Okay.
Is it 1 through 10?
You can use decimal points if you want.
Oh, if it hadn't been for the aliens, it would have been a 10. But we're gonna go 9.
She rates things different than the rest of us.
I do because I like the dad stuff in there.
HA?
7.5.
Alright, I'm giving it a. I liked the descriptions. I kind of liked all the little Easter eggs. Because he puts those in for people like me who like to see the connections. I didn't really like the alien part. But I liked that they were kind of different. You know what I mean? Like I really, really did enjoy how it was like she was Play-Doh, right? But then it's almost like they're not substance until the person looking at them thinks it. Because every time they thought something, right, it happened on her. Like, her pockets aren't real, or her boots and stuff. It's like camo. It's not real clothes, and then all of a sudden they were, and the hair and stuff. So I liked that. So I'm gonna give it. I'll give it an 8.
Okay.
Because yeah. So we rated it. That's all we got. We will. I think we're about to be invaded. I was kind of hoping you were going to do it while I was talking.
Well, I was kind of waiting for you to do the finish so I could pull it up there, but
well,
it's okay. It was a last-minute addition, so
Excellent.
go ahead, finish up.
but yeah, we're done. So, right? We're done?
We're done.
Okay, we rated it. Yeah. Let us know if you've read this story. Obviously, if you've read the book, don't talk about any of the other stories, but this one, because we haven't read the rest. We're reading this brand new, and we're trying to do it in a way that is unique. So until next time, we will see all of you down the road.
Reading more.